Ukrainian Olympian Vladislav Hrskevich has fiercely protested the invasion of his country.
The situation is the same as it was a year ago. The same war, like a lot of people being killed by Russian occupiers.
Now he's outraged that Canada's Olympic Committee is open to a path for Russians to participate in the 2024 Games.
So you just put yourself on our place.
Dozens of former Canadian Olympians have signed a letter, first reported on The National, demanding the COC take a stronger stance against the possibility of Russian athletes competing under a neutral banner at the Paris Olympics.
You have to have moral courage and you have to do what's right. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're asking our governing body to do.
The COC is downplaying the dispute, asserting in response, we support the exclusion of Russian and Belarusian athletes while the invasion is ongoing. But the COC is also leaving room for Russian participation under a workable neutrality model.
The government's position is clear.
Canada's sport minister says neutrality is impossible.
The models that were proposed previously by the IOC in regards to neutrality, whether it was because of drug use by Russian athletes, has never worked. So we don't see how they can have a better proposal.
The International Olympic Committee initially said Russian athletes should be banned. Then it backtracked, signaling openness to a so-called pathway for their participation. Critics say it's part of a pattern, the IOC kowtowing to Moscow.
As far as the IOC concerns, they just want to expand their reach as far as possible, seemingly unconcerned about the broader consequences of the Olympic Games in geopolitics and the ways that the Olympics are used as a tool of these authoritarian regimes.
Other national Olympic committees have pushed back against the IOC.
Of course, it's a big disaster.
Hrskevich wants Canada's to do the same.
Listen to your athletes, listen to their voices, and make right decisions.
Ellen, in your item, you mentioned other countries. What is the position they're now taking on Russia?
Well, Nordic countries have been really strong on this. The Olympic committees of Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland, Denmark have all come out and said now is not the time to be considering Russian participation at all in 2024. The Latvian Olympic Committee has threatened to boycott the Paris Games if Russians are allowed to participate. Now, we've tried to get more clarity on the COC position, that sort of wiggle room that's been left, but no one was available last night. And when we reached out again today, we didn't get a response.
To an interview.
Exactly.
All right. Ellen Morrow, thank you.
You're welcome.